All those ducks, they are in that row.
Still nothing but gravy in my veins. This is going to be here for weeks.
Holy moly! What are we gonna do next? I can't even get a pity duck! Wait. I just have squirrels and they're everywhere!
How's that for
Hey everybody, welcome to the last show of the year!
Woo! Good evening. Welcome to Bring Your Own Improv. So glad you guys could be here tonight on, as Ian said it, you're right, the last show of 2020. It has been a heck of a year, and you've been here with us through the entire year. Thank you. There are a ton of regulars in the house. We appreciate and love you guys so much for being here. And for those who have never been to a show before, welcome. And for those watching on YouTube, thank you for being out there and being so cool and awesome. Yeah, and make sure if you're out on YouTube, like and subscribe, because that is an important thing that we could use your help in. All right, folks, let's get this party started because that is what is important. Exits. If you have an exit in your home and you need to leave for some emergency, please go ahead and leave that exit. Do not worry about us. We will be fine. Bathroom. This is very important. If you need to use the restroom during the show, please go ahead and go, but do not bring your device with you so that we do not have an unfortunate meme that you do not want to be. We'd really appreciate that. Cool. The chat feature, probably one of the most important parts of our show here online, whether you're out on YouTube or you're here in the room. If you find the chat button down below, a little bubble looks like from a cartoon telling somebody's going to talk. That's going to open up a window over here where you can chat and put in your suggestions. We're going to need that out on YouTube. That chat feature does work, so you can use that out there. Give me your favorite thing you were served for Thanksgiving. Put that in the chat. Pick one thing that you were like, oh, that was the best. Put it in the chat. Out on YouTube, let us know you're out there. Putting that in the chat too. That is the important thing that we are going. Oh, wow, with some good pies. Say what kind of pie, though. Everybody knows what kind of pie. For me, it's the French meat pie stuffing. Oh, that's so good. So good. All right. So we know those chats are working, and we're here working for you. My name's Daniel. I'm going to be hosting the show this evening, and the final cast of this year includes Jared.
They call me Stovetop because I'm all the stuffing you need.
Meredith.
They call me Pie because I'm a sweetie pie.
Amy.
The best part is I make my own gravy.
Yikes. Mallory.
Food joke. Haha.
Tim.
They call me Cookie because I like to eat cookies.
And Ian.
Actually, they call him Turkey.
Cool. And of course, no BYOI show is complete without the ever important Fam Cup.
Fam Cup.
Fam Cup. I just realized that Cookie Monster moved to Brooklyn. I hadn't realized that. That is a ridiculous mug, Tim. Okay, all right, the Fam Cup and the name that I drew. And there are two pieces of paper here I'm holding. There we go. It's Sarah. She's the last fam of the 2020 season, coming to you all the way from the West Coast. We're going to go ahead and pull her up here. Hey, Sarah. How are you? Nope.
We muted her.
We tried to ask her to.
Yep, I am.
You're good.
Much better now.
Yes. If you ever come to the East Coast, are you going to come see us?
I feel like that sounds like a great way to spend the Friday evening.
Yes, absolutely. You just buy a plane ticket just to fly out here and see us, and then you can go back home.
No, I mean, honestly, most of my extended family is in New England.
Oh, all right. Well, time to move back. There you go.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like not that far off, but for now, I'm excited to be here.
Well, I'm excited to hear your interview, the last one of our season, and the two people interviewing you are going to be Meredith and Jared, so I'll let them take it away.
All right. Hi, Sarah.
Hey.
Hi. You know, it was just Thanksgiving, and no interview after Thanksgiving could start off with anything other than this question. Can you give us your best turkey impression?
Well, this for a start. It's a start, right?
Yeah. Honestly, that question had nothing to do with the anything that we're going to pull from the show. I just wanted to hear you do that.
Cool.
If you could meet anybody in history, who would it be and why?
In history. I don't know. Honestly, when I see history, first person that comes to mind is like George Washington. So let's go with that. It's a good answer.
Sure. Why would you want to meet George Washington?
Because he's very historical.
That is a very good reason to meet people from history, because they are very historical. Now, here is the thing, Sarah. I would like to note that Daniel said when you come to the East Coast, you should come visit us. That's not very specific. The East Coast is not just New England. So if you could then potentially say, hey, East Coast, I set my sights onto you, where would you go if it's not New England, which I know that you would come to come see us naturally, but that's excluded from this list.
Well, I have distant family friends in Florida, so there's that.
So you're a family person. As of right now, the times that you've mentioned going to the East Coast, family has been mentioned. Do you happen to have a favorite family member?
Oh, I like both my mom's younger sister's kids. My two cousins are pretty cool.
How old are they?
Was it like 28 and 33?
Cute.
You know, the holiday before Thanksgiving was Halloween. Can you do your werewolf impression? I'm totally kidding. I won't make you do that. You know, if you could go on any adventure, you know, a real one like climbing a mountain, or you know, a made up one like going to fight a centaur, what would that crazy adventure be? And who would it be with? Like, would it be you and your family climbing a mountain, or you and a bunch of your friends fighting and killing a centaur? Or there's more options than just those two.
Yeah, I don't know. Mountain climbing is good, but why not make it a solo thing?
Sure. But
Yeah,
what would it
solo
be?
mountain climbing. That's my answer.
You go mountain climbing by yourself?
Yeah.
Living the life of danger. I like it.
So you're climbing this mountain. You're all alone. What do you see, Shia LaBeouf? No, that's not it. What you're actually coming upon is, gasp, a minotaur. Oh no, but this minotaur has a quest for you. And the quest is, fill in the blank. What is the quest?
You must find my long-lost childhood best friend, who is a unicorn.
Oh my gosh, and what would the unicorn's name be?
Meeting. That is on the top of the screen. Yes, meeting.
That's a delightful name for a unicorn if I've ever heard one. So excellent. You're on a quest now. You're gonna go help find Meeting.
All right, fantastic. Sarah,
With the minotaur's name being View, that is.
Those are some really great answers, and we're going to set this up for the first game. Now, we're actually going to go through a day in your life, but obviously it's going to be a really unusual day in your life based on the questions that were asked. So the first question, of course, for you is, who in this cast is playing you tonight, Sarah? Your choices are Jared, Meredith, Amy, Mallory, Tim, or Ian that is playing you this evening.
Let's say Meredith.
Meredith, yes. Okay. So we'll drop out Jared for right now. Also, all you great guys out in YouTube, if you want to come play with us, you can go back to the Bring Your Own Improv site, click on the link, and jump in here in the Zoom room, or continually out there in YouTube. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe. Share us. I don't know. I'm learning these terms that, these people use. Anyway, okay. So I got an eye roll from Sarah. All right. So we've got these guys. Meredith, you are Sarah, and you're on a journey right now to find your turkey. Your turkey has been stolen, and the best place to start is with you running into George Washington. You go back and look, because he's lost somewhere in time and space. So George Washington comes in. Let's see who adds themselves as George Washington, and let's see your search for the quest of George Washington.
Golly gee, I don't know where my turkey is. That wasn't the impression that we needed, was it? Turkey friend.
I wonder if Tim ever realizes he's muted.
Sorry, I felt more words would be less. That's what a statesman says.
Holy cow.
I came down from the lookabout and was looking for said turkey. Lo and behold, could not find it.
Holy cow, you're George Washington. You're very historical.
Super historical, so I'm told. However, I've got some responsibilities and duties, and that is relocating said dinner for my men and women.
You know what? I'm also looking for my turkey. He's out somewhere.
So it sounds like we're looking for many turkeys then. Let's try and find, is it over here? Hold on. It's on that corner.
Is it over there?
Uh,
I don't
no.
see it in this corner.
Oh wow, I gotta clean that out. Yeah, so Sarah, I really thank you for coming here and helping us look for food, but I hear this is your pet turkey?
Yeah, that's my pet turkey greeting. I really he and I were like this,
How fortuitous your relationship is.
While that conversation was stimulating, eventually Sarah went on to find different places to look for her turkey. And you know where she needed to look? She clearly needed to look with James Franco and Shia LaBeouf while climbing for 127 hours on the side of a mountain. It's just taking some suggestion from Ryan there on YouTube. So if I can have Shia LaBeouf and James Franco added in there, Sarah, you were climbing the mountain with them because clearly they live on the West Coast, right?
Whoo! Man, 126 hours up this mountain sure is tough.
Not as tough as when I had to act with all of those Transformers. I almost got killed many times.
Climbing is not as tough as you think it is. You just got to stick your elbow in and keep it in there for a long, long time.
So I'm pretty sure you're just kind of like chilling out there, Jimbo. But the point of this is to keep moving, and you're not.
It's a method.
Shia.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Shia. I think we need to help our friend Franco out.
Well, I was going to say, you know who else was method? Optimus Prime. Even when he was off camera, he was always acting all Optimus Prime-y.
I had a friend once who was very much so like that. His name was George something. He was really into always being his Optimum Prime.
You know what those Transformers really liked too was wordplay.
James, buddy, I'm getting concerned that we're not going to make it up this mountain with you being here like this. We got to get you out.
All right. We can do that. I just gotta use my star grin because that always gets me out of messes.
I've got to say, I never noticed until just now how much James Franco reminds me of one of those Garfields with suction cups on it that you can put like in the inside of a window of your car. Never realized that until now.
Oh God, we gotta rope him out. Come on, James, ready? I'm just gonna help you out. Let me pull you out of here. Oh, good.
Thanks.
We got another hour left of this hike. Let's go.
Well, that hike was taking some time. So those three that were on the companion eventually got too tired to be involved. So Meredith went to the next best place to look for her missing turkey, clearly in a labyrinth, where she was greeted by the Minotaur and the maiden that were inside. And Meredith did have her gold string or gold thread ready. But we'll see what happens when there's people bouncing all over the place. We'll see what happens there. And does she find the turkey she's been looking for?
Minotaur friendo, I told you I'm not looking for your friend meeting. I'm looking for my friend greeting. I know that could be. Oh gosh.
Look, Jen, come. I know, but she's not looking for meeting. She's looking for greeting. We've been working, you see, we've been working on a lot of word association, changing things. Simple words, meeting, beating, greeting. It does get a little confusing.
I'm sorry.
Eating?
No, not beating, not beating. No, please. No, grrr, eating, not grr, not grrring you. I'm not. Oh gosh, please don't be mad at me.
Eating? Huh?
Not that kind of eating. He's eating like food. But we're looking for. She's looking for a greeting, like a hello. But it's a bird.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Welcome. Come on in. Let me get you something. You look a little peckish.
I am actually. I have a real hankering for some kind of dish, and
I can get you some souvlaki.
you know, it
Perhaps
smells.
maybe some baklava. Just sit down.
Well, thank you. It smells so good in here. It smells so familiar, like a big feast.
You know, I apologize for coming off a little aggressive before.
Yeah, we are throwing a little bit of a party, celebrating Jen here having learned so many new fascinating words.
Yeah, I see. You got quite a spread of buffet. You got some green beans. You got some mashed potatoes. You got a very large roasted bird.
Oh yes, we found him wandering around up in the mountain.
It smells so good cooking too. I like
Absolutely delicious.
Skin just crisped right up. I just couldn't help. You know, I had to peel it first, really, because it was so good. I think
You
look upset.
ate my friend. I went all the way.
Scene. So clearly, sorry, Sarah, if you're looking for a turkey, don't let it go into the maze, because then, as was said online, the goose is cooked. All right, folks. We're here. We've been here every single Friday, and we appreciate all of you being here. And again, we're going to be back on January 8th. We're taking December off. But if you feel we've had some value to you out there, whether out on YouTube or here in the Zoom room, we always appreciate a pay what you can ticket system, which just means if you feel they want to donate us some funds because you feel like we're worth it, this is the place to do it. We have two great ways to do that. We have a Venmo account for Bring Your Own Improv, one word, or a PayPal account, paypal.me/bringyourownimprov, BYOI, or you can go onto our website, click on the link that'll bring you to the PayPal, and that will pop up there. We want to thank Carrie Ann, Kristen, and Nikki for your very generous donations this evening. Thank you. That helps us to keep doing what we're doing online. Yes, the love is out there, and we appreciate all of you. We appreciate everyone, and we appreciate our next game. Because things are important in our show is about trying things. And right now, we're going to try things on for size in a game we like to call Try That On for Size. This game's going to work like this. We're going to have two people. One is going to start a very physical action, like maybe they were doing this. And the other person then has to do the same action. And the first person might say, I'm milking a very large cow. And the other person might be like, I'm driving at 10 and 2. And, it goes back and forth until one person either runs out what to do, or they repeat something, or I just don't like their answer, or whatever reason I want, and then I can kick them out, and the next person in line will then go ahead and get a chance to jump in there and see if they can keep this Try That On for Size going. So I can take up to two volunteers this evening. So if you want to play, go ahead and pick me, or I volunteer, anything like that. Somebody grab me. Jim, unmute Jim, and it looks like unmute Corey. So I will use that order this evening. And so my order is going to be Jared, Meredith, Jim, Amy, Corey, Mallory, Tim, and Ian this evening. So let's get this party started. Folks, in the chat, please give me some household chores. That's where you're going to use that. And again, on YouTube, you can go ahead and book there. See K82 and Ryan. We're doing some chatting earlier. Appreciate that. So go ahead and put that into the chat. Different household chores. I would really like to see, let me get, I can get Meredith up here if Jared wants to join in, and I can take myself out of there. You're first in there, Meredith. So whatever you want to do with vacuuming that you can do inside the square you're in.
I'm vacuuming my screen. Try that on for size.
I'm a magician and I cannot remember how this magic spell goes. Try that on for size.
I am a window washer. Try that on for size.
I'm never going to be able to draw the perfect rectangle if I don't keep practicing. Try that on for size.
I am a teacher scolding some kiddos. Try that on for size.
I am turning left very slowly. Try that on for size.
Holy cow, 3 rights does make a left. Try that on for size.
I only know half of one move in the Macarena. Try that on for size.
And cheers to you, and you, and you. Try that on for size.
Even without a blindfold, I suck at pin the tail on the donkey. Try that on for size.
Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Try that on for size.
You kids, get off my lawn or I'm gonna keep spraying you with my hose. Try that on for size.
I'm a graffiti artist. Try that on for size.
Ever since I grew my hair really, really long, it takes forever to brush it. Try that on for size.
Holy moly, I've run out of ideas.
Oh, so good. So good. Lasted so long. All right. Well, let's see if Jim can beat that. If Jared's arm hasn't fallen off from that one, I'll find him and add him there. All right, Jim. Here we go. So Jared gets to start, and I saw in here laundry. So Jared, whatever laundry means to you.
I am pouring detergent into the washing machine. Try that on for size.
I'm seasoning a pizza. Try that on for size.
I'm not trying to unclog my toilet so much as I'm just trying to breathe some life into the water. Try that on for size.
I'm ironing my shirts. Try that on for size.
This soup is so thick. Try that on for size.
There is no war in Ba Sing Se. Try that on for size.
My left arm may have fallen off, but I'm still going to do the cabbage patch every chance I get. Try that on for size.
I'm conducting a very, very flat symphony. Try that on for size.
Wiki, wiki, wiki. Try that on for size.
I'm cranking open the drawbridge. Try that on for size.
If I draw a circle into the ground, I bet you that stupid coyote thinks it's a real hole. Try that on for size.
I'm playing Super Mario Kart. Try that on for size.
Yeah, none of us were rich enough kids to be able to have the actual steering wheel in Super Mario Kart. We all know it would have been push button.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jim.
Fair.
It was a very good effort, though. All right. So next up, I believe, is Amy. All right. And I saw in here, where was it? Oh, dusting. Let's go with dusting, Jared.
I'm dusting. Try that on for size.
Kids, dinner's on. Try that on for size.
I'm pulling on the water closet, but it's not flushing. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to get the seal to jump and get the fishy. Try that on for size.
Come on, orchestra, you can play Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy faster than that. Try that on for size.
This actually hurts my forearm.
Oh, Jared's on a mean roll. Can he make it all the way to the end? He's physically set for this. All right, let's see how he does. Let's add here. All right. Okay, so these ideas here. You know what, Jared, whatever Windows means to you. And while we're there, guys, throw in some chores you always want to make other people do so I can get through this. So Jared, whatever Windows means to you.
I'm opening up my window. Try that on for size.
I am pulling down the stage curtains. Try it on for size.
I am throwing this pizza pie in the air, but not very high at all. Try that on for size.
I am milking 2 cows. Try that on for size.
I am lifting these weights like a bodybuilder. Try that on for size.
It's kind of hard for me to get this train with that lever going. Try it on for size.
Everybody rise. Sit down. Everybody rise again. Sit down. Try that on for size.
Jared wins. Try it on for size.
That's okay. I'm still dealing with the image of you milking a cow by ripping off its udders. All right, so we bring the next one in. Doom's ready to go out so far. But you know what? Jared, what can you do with pruning?
Pruning, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pruning the hedges. Try that on for size.
I'm exercising my back muscles. Try that on for size.
I don't need you to fist bump me. I can fist bump myself. Try that on for size.
Oh boy, what did I get for Hanukkah? Try that on for size.
Hey, everybody at the party, gather around. I brought my accordion. Try that on for size.
I gotta stop for a second. How is that getting something for Hanukkah? Do you punch?
You're opening your present.
You open presents like that?
Yes, I'm very aggressive, Daniel. You haven't realized that?
No, clearly. You and Corey should never go near cows because apparently these are how you open things. All right, Tim, let's get it there. You know what? We'll make it easier for you there, Jared. Taking out the trash.
Taking out the trash. Try it on for size.
I'm telling that person driving there to go this direction. Try that on for size.
I just painted my fingernails and I need to dry them really aggressively. Try that on for size.
I'm Bernie Mac coming off the train helping his brother Chris Rock in that movie where he was the president. Try that on for size.
Doesn't everybody throw a frisbee with 2 hands? Try that on for size.
I'm trying to pet a centaur. Try that on for size.
I keep trying to wash this window.
No, no. Oh, Jared went for so long, but could not be. The centaur did it. Oh, goodness. All right. Almost all the way. It was a good effort. It was a good effort. All right. So apparently Corey says he really celebrates Hanukkah too, so we got to give it up for Hanukkah. So Tim, whatever Hanukkah means for you.
I'm spinning a dreidel. Try that on for size.
I'm weaving a very tiny scarf. Try that on for size.
I'm making sure this cash machine's receipts are all lined up right. Try that on for size.
I'm stripping the polish off my nails. Try that on for size.
I'm that awkward guy at Casino Royale who's trying to win against Daniel Craig. Try that on for size.
I'm plucking the hair off of little sheep. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to pet this poisonous fish. Try that on for size.
I'm washing and washing and washing, but the blood won't go away. Try that on for size.
$1, $2, $3. Try that on for size.
I'm keeping these gloves very, very pristine. Try that on for size.
I'm failing at picking my nose. Try that on for size.
Oh, no, no. Well, obviously, sorry, the winner is Jared.
Hey, Jared.
You chose correctly, everybody. Thank you so much. I'd like to say a few words about.
And so that is the end of Try That On for Size. You know what? It's time to have a really great party. And thankfully, Jared gets to run the party, which means he gets to go away for a while. Jared, go my way for a while into the green room. We have a serious party for Jared. We're going to play a game called Party Quirks, in which Jared's throwing a party and 3 guests are visiting that party, but Jared doesn't remember their names. And so he's going to have to guess who these people at the party is. And so I would like to get 3 people who would like to, one person who would like to join the party with Mallory and Ian, who can be a guest to give them clues. Not seeing anybody right off. Let's go ahead and grab Meredith in there. Oh, no, I saw Lori. Sorry, we're going to take Lori. Lori has the most coolest background tonight. She made herself. We love that background. Let's unmute Lori, because if we don't pull it up, the people on YouTube can't see it. Lori, you got that background there?
Yep. Got me?
Yep. Okay. Well, usually a longer sentences bring it up, but some people will see it as soon as they do.
There you go.
So we have to mess with Jared because that's what we do. And so we're going to try to take things in a whole new direction. I would like, I'll drop from that ear. I'm sorry. I'm trying to work my way through. Can I get some sort of sciencey thing, whatever sciencey thing means to you, put that over in the chat, some obscure sciencey thing. And also, can I get a letter of the alphabet that is out there? And I think that should actually get me started. So I'm going to go way back to the beginning when everybody put their favorite things for Thanksgiving. Oh, okay. It has disappeared. I didn't go back that far for some reason. So let's put again the favorite things for Thanksgiving, because for some reason the chat decided you can't go back that far anymore. So your favorite things for Thanksgiving. All right. Oh, that is good. Oh, there's such great ideas here. I might have to stick with, okay. So, Lori, do you remember who Mr. Wizard was?
No,
that's all right.
No.
All right. That's okay. But are you familiar? Oh, you know what? No, that is, sorry, I'm trying. Do you know? Are you familiar with sweet potato casserole?
Sure.
Cool. Could you be sweet potato casserole?
Can I be sweet potato casserole? Sure.
Yeah, a personified sweet potato casserole. That work for you? All right, cool.
Got it.
And you know what? Let's hurt his brain. Ian, I feel like this is your area. A neutron star.
Got it.
Now, Mallory, do you know who Mr. Wizard was?
Nope.
Yeah, no, it's a.
I am so close to child.
So let's make this difficult for you. Mallory, your character speaks with as many words that begin with the letter F as humanly possible in every sentence.
Fuck yeah.
Every sentence must have as many F's in it as possible. Fantastic. All right, so let's see how badly we're gonna mess with him today. So, Lori, what are you?
I'm sweet potato casserole.
Sweet potato casserole. Ian, what are you?
A neutron star.
Right. And Mallory, what are you?
Frankly, so many fucks.
All right. I think you have family members in the audience, so this is going to be great.
They're the ones that taught me to swear.
And now we know who to call DCYF on. Okay, cool. So let's get already started. If Amy or so, Amy, could you go and grab Jared for us? Folks are going to help us out because Jared's going to be struggling, and you'll know he struggles more the amount of O's that are in the words that he says. The more O's he has, the more he's struggling. So you're going to help him out. If you put your thumbs up, that tells him he's getting close, so he knows where he's going. And if you applaud, that means he gets it. He knows he can move on. So make sure those thumbs are up. He can see you in that top screen. Out in YouTube, he can't see you, but that's fine. You can enjoy right along as we get to torture him with what you don't know. So this should be a long-ass show. I'm fairly certain on that. We will see. So let me get myself out of there and add Jared. Jared, it's your party. You can cry if you want to.
There's one thing I love. It's a party. I've got all my little plates of food out, leftover mashed potatoes for everybody. Can't wait for someone to show up. Oh, my very quiet doorbell, Ron. Let me go open the door. Hi.
Hi, I'm here.
Wow, I already really like your personality.
I hope everybody's hungry.
I sure do too, because I brought a bunch of mashed potatoes. You seem to have an interest in hunger.
Oh, they will go right along with me.
Oh, you know, good gravy. I'm so happy to see you here.
I'm so excited to be here, and I hope everybody has an appetite.
I sure do, because if there's one thing I like to make sure I invite to a party, it's an edible human being. But, you know, that's probably somebody else who will show up who's an edible human being. You are my dear friend, of course, here at this party.
Knock, knock.
Where should I put myself?
Oh, hold on, my door. Knock. I heard a knock on my door that was very, very literal. Let me open it up. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Wow, look at that short little fella right there.
Oh, I'm small, but I take a bigger presence than you'd think.
Small, but you take a bigger presence than I think. That could describe so many things, even though I know exactly who and what you are since you're my friend showing up to the party.
Right, well, of course you're my friend. You're attracted to me like most things.
Oh, how literal. You know, if there's one thing I love in a friend, it's, you know, magnetic personalities. That's something I love in friends. Even though you might not have that, it's still something I love. I was just making conversation.
I think you're trying to force it.
Fancy doorbell noise.
Ooh, I heard a fancy doorbell noise. Hello.
Funny guy, friendo.
Fun guy, Franco, huh?
Friendo. Fish. You get the fish, right?
Yes.
Far out, dude.
Nice. Wow, you sure traveled a long way to get here too. Like from the 1970s?
For real. From Frankfurt to Frankenstein's house to the far left, all the way around, back to here.
Wow. Boy, you know, you sure seem to have a thing for the letter F, don't you?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Wow. Is everything you love start with the letter F?
Frankly, fascinating. fucking tons of fucking great words that start with the letter F.
Yeah, and one in particular you use a lot, I notice.
Fantasy, forensics. I think that starts with an F.
Sure does.
Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
Yeah.
I just want to know where you want me.
Ooh, I love being asked that question.
Well, there's so much you have here. Where can I fit in?
Well, maybe there's some space next to the desserts. Would that be a place that might be someplace you'd like to sit?
Sweet things are good, but also I don't know. Maybe a side dish, maybe a dessert. I just don't know where to go.
Yeah, these are confusing times for all of us, aren't they? You know, what party is complete without a carafe? Am I right? A chafing dish. That's what I meant to say. A carafe is for drinks. A chafing dish, on the other hand, now that's a good time.
So do you want me closer to the starches or do you want me closer over to the desserts?
You know, that's a question I get asked an awful lot. I would think that someone who wants to be both close to starches or close to desserts, probably somebody kind of saucy, I would imagine.
I'm a little saucy.
A little saucy. I bet you are. Is your favorite dance the salsa?
No!
No!
Would be good.
It's a stupid question in hindsight, huh? Nobody seemed impressed with that one.
Foxtrot's my favorite.
I bet it is. The letter F, the 5th or 6th letter of the alphabet. Thanks for the double thumbs up there, letter F person.
Well, you know, this party's not as exciting as in the old days. I mean, I remember back then we used to really have explosive times.
Yeah, I bet we sure did. Meteor that struck the earth and killed the dinosaurs.
Oh, no,
Or
no. No, much bigger than that.
Oh, wow. Nothing like something bigger than the meteor that killed the dinosaurs. That's pretty big. Almost like, I don't know, some sort of volcano traveling through space and time. I guess that would be a kind of a meteor in hindsight, huh? What am I thinking?
No, I don't travel too far. I just kind of stay within my orbit.
Right. You know, I love a good butt. And when I want to see a good butt, I just ask for a moon. Boy, that was a lot of lead up to something that was obviously not who you are.
No, I mean, when you were focusing on magnetism before, I just think you were trying to force things the wrong way.
Right. I sometimes do that. You know, I'm a big fan of Isaac Newton. I wish he was here at the party because he was a man who loved some gravitational force. Gravitrons.
Well, you would have loved me.
You're a... Please go on. I'm sorry, I interrupted you, didn't I?
Well, I don't know. You know, it's you don't think I'm so exciting. I mean, you've often called me dense.
Yeah. You know, I for one don't perform well under pressure, but I like you because it seems like you perform well under pressure. You're a diamond in the rough.
You know, he's called me dense before too. And, you know.
That's really mean of him to say because a souffle is nice and light, right? I'm just talking about souffle.
For real. Fluffy stuff on top, delicious.
Actually, sweetheart, is there someplace warm I can go? I need to get a little brown.
Fancy oven. 4 miles. Take the 4th floor stairs. There should be a door over there. Fancy, nice.
Isn't there just one in the kitchen?
Well,
when she said sweetheart, I'm sure she was talking to me. Number one. Number two, you know, No Thanksgiving meal is complete without a thoroughly cooked turkey, right? Right? But, it's not turkey time. Now, a pumpkin pie, on the other hand, that's something that we love.
Pumpkin pies are pretty good, but like I said, I think sometimes I'm a side dish.
Ooh. Ooh, wow.
I think
one sweet potato over there, aren't you? Like,
Well, yes, I am.
I wouldn't even say just one sweet potato. I'd say you're the whole sweet potato casserole, aren't you? Apparently, sort of.
Yes.
Sweet potatoes, or maybe sweet potato pie. Sweet potato pie. That's.
Can I go in the oven and get brown?
I would never stop anybody at a party of mine from jumping in the old oven. You go right ahead.
Thank you, sweetie.
Right to the heart. I love it. Hey, F person.
Funny guy. It's the funny guy.
Yeah. You love everything that starts with the letter F, don't you?
For real.
Oh, well. We've got some falafel. And maybe philosopher. No, never mind on that one. Hey, short fella over
Hey,
there.
I'm just gonna go collapse over here. Too tiring.
Oh, now I have some Muse that I can play over on my radio. You know what my favorite Muse song is? It's definitely Supermassive Black Hole. That is my favorite Muse song. You don't seem like a fan now.
Well, it's I've heard of them before, kind of cousins. I mean, I don't get much of a charge out of that. I mean, I don't have much of a charge at all.
Yeah. I was just thinking, my favorite cartoon character when I was a kid was Jimmy Neutron. And if there's one person I want at my party, it would definitely be a neutron star.
Well, I am a star.
A collapsed neutron star.
Yep.
And scene. All right, Jared has found everybody at his party. Awesome. I said at the beginning he'd extend the O. He just went for extending all of the vowels tonight. He was equal opportunity on the vowels. You know what? I haven't played it in a while, but it's a good idea to get going. When you need a good drink, you want to go to the bar. They're all closed, but not here at BYOI because Blank's going to walk into a bar. In a game we like to call, Blank walks into a bar. This is a punchline game in which we're going to give up some sort of setup. My guys are going to start jumping in here, and we're going to say, like if a duck walked into a bar, then it might be like, oh, a duck walks into a bar, but he couldn't pay the bill, and like that, but funny. And so what's going to happen is if you want to play and you want to volunteer, when you have something, and only if you have something, you raise your hand, you say me, and if I call on you, then you're able to go ahead and hit your punchline, your joke, and then we'll go through a number of different suggestions. So first off, do we have volunteers this evening that can go ahead and play? It looks like Corey wants to play once again. So we'll add. And Jim would like to volunteer as tribute. Adding him, and unmute them. All right. Fantastic. So Blank's going to walk into a bar. So folks, we're going to have to get some suggestions. And you on YouTube, I need that help. So can we get different animals, other things that you might have eaten for Thanksgiving, things that you have burned in your life. These are all things you can put in the chat. You put as many of them as you want, or just the ones that inspire you. Things that you might crochet or needlepoint, and take this however you want. Things you've climbed. Cool. So we're going to get some awesome suggestions in there. And you know what? I have to say, folks, it's tough when a giraffe walks into a bar.
Me.
Corey.
So a giraffe walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Your neck needs to shrink more."
Hey.
Ian.
Giraffe walks into a bar and says, "Who set the bar so high?"
Me.
Amy.
Giraffe walks into a bar and the bartender says, "We don't serve giraffes here." And the giraffe says, "Oh, I didn't realize I was spotted."
Me.
Jim.
A giraffe walks into a bar and the bartender says, "Are you a giraffe?" And the giraffe's like, "No, I'm a horse that got kicked in the chin by Jason Momoa."
Oh, too soon. All right, so I see out on YouTube, Abby wants us to do cranberry sauce. So cranberry sauce walks into a bar.
Me.
Jared.
All right, so cranberry sauce walks into the bar, and the bartender is about to start saying, "Oh, can I serve you?" when somebody else at the bar yells, "No, no, get that little tart out of here."
Me.
Amy.
Cranberry sauce walks into a bar and says, "Come on, serve me. I just got canned yesterday."
Me.
Meredith.
Cranberry sauce walks into a bar and a bartender says, "Man, oh man, you look tired." And the cranberry sauce says, "Yeah, I feel like a zombie.
Score. So good. All right, a ladder walks into a bar.
Me.
Corey.
A ladder walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "You can't extend this many feet. You're like 25 inches tall."
Me.
Tim.
The ladder walks into the bar, looks at the giraffe, and says, "I'll have what he's having."
Me.
Amy.
Ladder walks into a bar and bartender says, "Oh no, we can't serve ladders here." And the ladder says, "Oh, it's okay. I'm just a step ladder. I never knew my real ladder."
Me.
Corey.
A ladder walks into a bar. Bartender says to the ladder, "Hey, you got any shoots with you?"
Me.
Meredith.
A ladder walks into a bar and a giraffe says, "Hey, you're looking pretty good." But the ladder says, "I'm sorry, you already put a rung on it."
And seed.
Oh man.
Whenever we reach
Put a
that
rung
point.
on it.
Oh, that'll be stuck in our heads for the rest of the night. You wanted to climb it, should have put a rung on it. All right. Folks, as we said, we are here. We've been here every single Friday night for you. I think since this whole thing started, we've done over 60 shows, and we're so happy to have so many of you here. And if you'd like to pay what you can for that ticket, if you think we're worth something to you, feel free to do that either out there or here in the room. We have two great ways to do that. If you have a Venmo account, you can go for Bring Your Own Improv with one word and that Venmo and pay for a ticket that way, or paypal.me through BYOI. If you can't, you can still enjoy the show, but if you feel like we have some value to you, we appreciate it because that helps us do the things we continue to do here. And we'll be excited to be back January 8th. We do want to thank, again, Carrie Ann, Kristen, Nikki, and Jim for your generous donations. We appreciate that very much and love you all. Cool. You know what? Who I love is not in question. I love my partner, but the question we might have is a game called Questions. That was a really roundabout way. I mean, I really forced that one bad. That was one of my worst segues. It kind of worked, Tim. All right, so in this game, we're going to play a game of questions in which everybody in the scene can only speak in questions. If anybody makes a statement or doesn't fully form the question right, or kind of repeats, or doesn't make a question that actually moves the scene forward, they're just or repeats, or I just don't like their name in French, then I'm going to throw them out, and that's it. I get to decide whatever I want, and then the next person will come into the game. So does anybody want to play in a game of questions? Could take up to 3 people. Might want to do a scene speaking only in questions. Jim, everyone here isn't a new person unless they're out on YouTube. There's so many great regulars. I think all the regulars came out tonight, which is fantastic. So if you want to volunteer, say I volunteer, and you can volunteer. All right, I got the thumbs up So we're going to unmute you. There we go. And great. So let's get this started. I still see some things in the chat on YouTube I'm going to use, as well as some things here. So who are my first two people? I believe I have Jared and Meredith, correct? So if they want to pull themselves up there. Get myself out of here. And these two have been on fire tonight. Let's see how it does. But you know what? Your suggestion from Ryan online is friendships.
Did you want to be my friend?
Do you think there's anything else I could want more than that?
Didn't you just want chocolate a minute ago?
Can I want more than one thing a minute ago?
Can you want a million things all the time?
I have money. Thank you.
Who doesn't want a million things all the time?
When did you last want only one thing?
So I got to hold. Jared just did a rephrasing. So sorry, Jared, you're out of there.
As soon as I said that, I thought you were going to can me.
I was just, somebody was speaking when they were unmuted. So I was looking at that for a moment. Okay. So the next in there is Jim. So we'll pop him up on there. And all right, Jim, Meredith, you decided that friend was not worthy of your friendship. You're on a quest for a new friend, and you meet Jim.
Do you want a friend?
Are you going to be my best friend?
Do you not already have a best friend?
Can there only ever be one?
Can't you have at least 5 best friends?
Is there a reason to limit it to a single digit?
How many best friends should someone even have?
Do you think 12 is a good number?
Is 12 divisible by 2?
Isn't every even number divisible by 2?
I thought every number was technically divisible by 2. Oh no, I did it! Oh, bummer!
You tried an upward inflection question, Meredith. Sorry. All right. So Amy gets to come in here. I think it's Amy, right? Yeah, Amy gets to come in here. And actually, you two met over a dish of coconut crab, according to Jacob.
How long have you been coming to this restaurant?
Do you remember when they added the coconut crab to the menu?
Was that in the 90s?
Who's counting, really?
How did we get to be so old?
Do I even remember how old I am?
Are these the original owners?
Didn't they buy the place from the Joneses? Wasn't that before the refurb?
Was it called Sonny's back then?
Was that Sunny's restaurant or Sunny Days of Restaurants?
Was the video store next door?
Was that Blockbuster Video?
Did Blockbuster go out before then?
Was that before it became a major?
Did you ever do the rent 3 get 1 free deals?
Who can remember to rewind 3 videos?
Aren't you supposed to rewind though?
Do I look like I'm kind?
Do you also copy the videos for yourself?
Isn't that pirating?
Did they have a term for it back then?
Yeah, sorry, Jim, they did. It was called pirating.
Well played.
Right on the FBI warning at the beginning of the video.
Sorry, Jim. All right, so in comes Mallory, and Amy and Mallory have this whole thing about fighting over whose generation offered the best pop culture.
Is there nothing better than the 80s?
Does dabbing count?
Is dabbing like gagging me with a spoon?
does gagging with the spoon mean good or bad?
Haven't you ever heard of Valley Girls?
What's a valley girl?
Do you know nothing about the 80s?
Oh, are they like Instagram influencers?
Is that something that can be done on an Etch-a-Sketch?
What about TikTok?
Is that like tic-tac-toe?
What's a TikTok toe?
Yeah, all right. Sorry, Mallory had 2 rephrasals in there. I let the first one go, and the second one was just "what's and repeating. Sorry there, Mallory. So we bring in Tim, and you know what? Tim and Amy are having a really tough time with this advanced 2020 Rubik's Cube.
What colors should we be matching up first?
How can every side of this cube be black?
Are you colorblind?
How can they make a cube with each facet be a different level of despair?
What time did you get into work today?
Are you rubbing it in that you still have your job?
Are you mad that I got a raise?
Did you forget to tell me you got a raise?
Why are you so bad at communication?
Who was supposed to teach me how to talk and write?
Why haven't you talked to that guy from the TikTok thing over there?
Did you know he was the one who got me hooked on phonics?
Does that really work for you?
How do you quit phonics?
How do you write in TikTok?
Oh, yeah, no, Tim, even you didn't believe that question. But I feel like we didn't get enough. I would actually like to know more 80s toys that are they're now dealing with in 2020 that have been 80s toys that have been 2020ized, and let's see what these two have to offer us.
Did you get one of the new Who Gives a Care Bears?
I'm trying to remember.
Is that
I started with,
question?
I started with I'm trying to remember. There's a statement. There was nowhere to go with that without forcing it.
And Amy wins. See. All right, folks. We're moving on to the last game that you can volunteer for this evening. If you want to play, I believe who's playing this? Meredith, and is it Tim or whoever it is? Pop in if you're that who's playing it, so I know who's playing it. This is a game where 3 people are going to be doing a scene, and anytime during that scene, if I yell out, sing it, they're going to go ahead and have to sing a song about whatever it is they were just speaking about, whatever inspires them to do that. So if anybody out there feels like they can just drop in and sing a song on command, then we'll grab it. It looks like, you know what? Corey really loves this game. He loves to play. He's a super fan of ours. Likes to come on all of our shows. He's been to, I think, almost every single show this year.
I think 45, I think.
You've done 45 of them. Something tells me you don't think if you're counting that accurately.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let's see. There's got to be something I have not pulled from here. You know what? It was said online and it was sent over here on YouTube. Your guys' suggestion is going to be trees. So whatever scenario puts 3 people together involving trees, according to Abby, and someone else in here also said trees. It's and Jacob said trees, and Lori said trees. So trees seems to be what we need to make this about. Let's see how that works out.
You know what kind of trees I really love? Birch trees.
Oh my God, birch is the best tree ever. Don't you like how it feels against your skin?
Yeah, like you just shimmy, shaking up all over it. You know, like you just
sing it.
Yeah.
You shimmy up and down the tree. It scratches your back. It won't leave tracks. Maybe you should scratch your back with me.
I'll scratch your back. It will be getting all of the pores. You won't have any acne. You'll have no back knee. And then that birch tree will always be bored.
Well, I think the birch trees are your two favorite trees over there.
Yeah. And you know what's actually good is when you eat the leaves, it's a really good vegan meal. It's filling. You get all your nutrients. You get chlorophyll and water.
I love chlorophyll.
Oh my God. Isn't it awesome?
Chlorophyll is really good about science.
Yes.
You take chlorophyll and you mix it inside of things. You can try to get out of this science lab. And you try to forget about chlorophyll now. But you all live in this forest and you always try to get out of there.
Yeah, it's true.
And scene. Hard to top a song like that. That was awesome. Corey, very good job there on that song. That was some good stuff. All right, folks, we've done it. We've reached the last game of 2020. Can you believe it? It's insane. It's unbelievable. And you know what? It might be debatable. Why? Because it's a game of debate club. It is indeed. And in order to have that game of debate club, we need to know what that final topic is going to be. I lost the thing. I was trying to find her, and then all the screens moved. So I'm going to find Sarah here, and the screens keep moving because everybody's coming at. Nope, she's gone again. I'm trying to find her. All right, moved again. There we go. All right.
I'm unmuted, so sad.
Okay, awesome. We got unmuted. We got part of the process. Okay. I feel like there's at least somebody wants to get Meredith there. Okay, Sarah, everything you've seen tonight, or as a regular, everything you've ever seen this year, you get to decide the last get of all of 2020 that this team will debate about. Try not to think about it too much. Whatever first one's sitting in your head right now, that's what you're going to go with. No pressure, actually all the pressure. If you get this wrong, the entire East Coast just melts off to the side of the country. What is the last thing we debate this year?
I've been holding on to this for like a half hour, actually. What I want to hear more about is edible human beings.
Is what?
Edible human beings.
Edible human beings. That's what it is, folks. That is clearly the topic that we are going to end the year with. Cannibalism, folks. That is the way of things here at BYOI. So who feels that they know the best about edible human beings? It looked like it's Tim. Start it off.
So there's two versions, two kinds of things you can do. You can go sweet or savory. Go with the chocolate, or what I like to start off with, adobo seasoning.
Challenge.
Ian.
We don't deal with racist comments here.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go down that road. Tim, keep going.
Yeah, so it's just all about flavor, and really what you do is, do you want sweet or savory? What I like to do is with
Meredith.
It's never savory. You always go sweet.
I accept. Please explain.
The best part about edible humans is that the fact that they're already pretty savory. So you just add a little bit of sweetness to them to cut into that savory. So you get a bit of salty and sweet is the perfect combination. Another thing that I think is really important to have when it comes to edible human beings is we
challenge.
Yes, Tim.
It's not edible human beings. It's always been gingerbread men or women.
Please explain.
Well, the thing is, edible human beings is not a very marketable term. Instead, if you're going to make something out of bread in a human shape, you call it
Challenge.
bread.
Challenge.
Yes, Ian.
Yeah, something made of bread in human shape is not human.
I accept. Please explain.
Humans are made of things other than bread. They're made of meat, really. And that's what makes them so edible.
Amy.
I'm made of sugar and spice and everything nice because I was told that's what little girls are made of.
I accept. Please explain that unfortunately patriarch society system.
Well, it just means that I'm ready to get baked.
Challenge.
Jared.
If you're gonna bake
Hey,
something,
I'm sweet of dessert.
if you're gonna bake something with sugar and spice in a bread thing, that human would also have to have yeast.
I accept. Please explain why humans have yeast.
Humans have to have yeast so that they will rise. That's how religion acts.
Challenge.
Oh, God. Ian.
If humans have yeast, it's usually an infection.
God, this is... Mallory, please
Challenge.
explain more about cannibalism.
Cannibalism. All right. So humans scientifically taste closest related to pork products. So if you're going to be a human,
Yes, Meredith.
Actually, they taste more like unicorns.
Challenge.
I know. I want to hear more about unicorns.
So unicorns, they do actually taste remarkably like human. Unfortunately, we love the taste of unicorns so much that we ate all of them. So now
Challenge.
we have to
I cannot rely on a single source of corn, a unicorn, for all of my humor.
I accept. Please explain.
So one single unit of corn is not enough. You need
Challenge.
to add cheese.
Jared.
One single unit of corn is known as a colonel, who is a respected military officer.
I accept. Please explain.
So colonels are one of the highest ranking officers in the military. They have respect. Just like how corn has respect, because that's one of the highest ranking.
Challenge.
Meredith.
Nobody respects corn. It comes out in your poop the same exact way it went in.
I cannot disagree with that point. Please explain.
So no one can respect corn. It holds no nutritious value whatsoever. It's just
Challenge.
yellow.
Jared.
When corn comes out the same way it goes in, that means it has perseverance.
Tim, what was yours?
Corn has fiber, so it's good to,
That's closer to what she was talking about right then. Continue, Tim.
So fiber is a very important thing in your diet, and corn has a little bit of it, but there's others that are also good as well.
Amy.
There's actually two kinds of fibrous corn. There is the soft core corn, and then there's the hardcore corn.
Okay, I accept. 60 seconds. Please explain.
Softcore corn starts when you just nibble on the ears a little.
Challenge.
No, I want to hear more.
Hardcore corn starts with a pizza delivery or
Challenge.
plumbing that needs a fixing.
Tim.
It seems that she's referring to a band from the early 2000s, which just wasn't really that, flavorful.
No, that's not a good enough pun to take on Amy. Amy, continue.
Besides, I didn't listen to any bands in the early 2000s.
You know what? Challenge.
Yes, Jared.
It's really laying it on too much when Amy's jokes are also so corny.
Oh, I accept. 45 seconds. Please explain.
That's just laying it on too tight, We're going to be talking about corny.
Challenge.
Meredith.
So mentioning of tight, that kind of goes back to Amy's comment about corn.
You're right. Please explain.
So I really like corn whenever it's really nice and tight, when
Challenge.
Ian.
Yeah, I think she's talking about ears, which gets us back to edible humans.
Oh, Jared, what did you have?
Tight is not a word you can use to describe corn.
It is clearly. You know what? Sorry, I'm going back to Meredith. Way more interesting.
So the best part about really nice tight corn is when you nibble on it and you just slurp it down. You're like, corn.
Challenge.
Yes, Amy.
If you're going to be slurping down corn, it's really going to be the cream style.
Except, please explain. We know the path this has gone down. 30 seconds.
Because the cream style just lingers on your face. Yeah.
Challenge.
Tim.
This is a misleading thesis. It's cheesy, and like Swiss cheese, it's filled with holes.
I accept. Please explain.
Cream of corn is mixing milk and corn, and that's a really bad thing that happens after you eat it. We need to focus on good food like gingerbread. Anthropomorphizing humans into gingerbread men, women, or people.
Yes, Jared.
Why did we talk about eating real humans instead of stupid gingerbread?
Challenge.
I'll listen to Ian.
Tim.
Go ahead.
So my challenge to Tim is that you can't anthropomorphize a human.
Please explain. You got 20 seconds left.
You can't anthropomorphize humans because they're already human.
Challenge.
Mallory.
What about reanimating corpses?
15 seconds, Mallory. Go.
All right, so technically you can't re-anthropomorphize.
Yes, Amy.
What about stop frame reanimation of corpses?
I accept. Please explain. 10 seconds.
Because Rankin and Bass masterminded the stop frame reanimation.
Challenge.
Ian.
Rankin and Bass were just admin.
I accept. 7.5 seconds.
They weren't mad, but they were addy. They wanted to.
Meredith.
I still haven't sworn yet this show.
I accept. You have 4.5 seconds.
Fuck, fuckity, fuck.
Sorry, and scene. That is the fucking end of this game and the fucking end of this season because we like the F word here at BYOIF. I don't know. Bring your own fucking improv. There we go. BYOFI. We'll get a whole new system set up that'll help for our family-friendly shows. Folks, this has been an amazing season because everybody has come together and come out here to see us. I am so proud of this team and every member, whether they are performing tonight or not. This was an insurmountable challenge. March was tough for everybody, and within 2 weeks, working through the depression and the confusion and everything that was going on, this team pulled together, jumped on this virtual stage. We have members who've never even performed with us on stage. They just got into the cast and they jumped in there with us as well. We've all been able to come together. We were able to bring 2 people in who had to leave us because they went far away, and now they get to play with us too. We've had everybody pushing through everything going on. Beginning next season, there's some more people coming back who took a little time off. This is tough to do in this environment. This is tough to do improv here, but we can only do it with the support of wonderful people like you. Whether it is financially, and again, thank you, Carrie Ann, Kristen, Nikki, Jim, Allison from the previous show, Ryan, Lori, Sin. And we do it with mostly though, with you showing up and you coming out, whether the 10 or so people out there on YouTube, thank you, Kate, too, Ryan, Abby, thank you here in this room. We got Lori, Sarah, Kristen, Corey, Katie, Nikki, Jim, Allison, Jacob, Maureen, Carrie, looks like Chrissy's out in the house with all of them there. Guys, it is so awesome that you've come out here with us this year. And we hope that we provided some laughter and some warmth into your household. We will be back January 8th, 2021. We're going to try some new things. We're going to work on some stuff. We're going to take a break because it's been like a lot of shows. And we could not have gotten out of it without the help of all of you, whether you're on this team, you're out online. My heart is so full, and this has been a tough time for all of us. And the fact that we can be here, man, it feels good. It feels good to see people, and we cannot wait to see you all in person. But until that happens, wash your hands, wear your masks, and I will see you every Friday from January until we're back. Thank you. I love you all. And without further ado, ending this season right, everybody out here can be seen on YouTube. Ready? And
scene.
Goodbye, everybody. Good night.
Bye-bye, guys.